This goal took 19 years to score, not 19 seconds. 19 years of a guy missing every single tournament he tried out for, getting rejected, almost quitting football completely, and then scoring one of the craziest goals the World Cup has ever seen. That's Maradona, 1986. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why football fans still argue about this goal 40 years later, plus 3 other goals that broke the sport in completely different ways. Let's start with the basics, because if you're new to football, here's the one thing you need to know. Scoring a goal is hard, like stupidly hard. A whole game can end 0-0, 11 grown men running for 90 minutes, and nobody scores. That's normal. That's why when someone does score something special, it becomes a national memory. Okay. Maradona's goal. 1986 World Cup, Argentina versus England. He gets the ball in his own half. That's basically the equivalent of catching a football near your own end zone and deciding to run the entire field yourself, with 5 defenders chasing you the whole way. He beats one player, then another, then the goalkeeper. 5 England players touched him and not one of them touched the ball. 5. That's not skill, that's basically magic with shin guards. And here's the twist most people don't know. This happened in the same match where he scored the Hand of God goal, where he literally punched the ball into the net and the referee didn't see it. So in one game, he scored the most illegal goal and the most legendary goal in World Cup history. Same player, same 90 minutes. Football doesn't get more chaotic than that. Now let's jump to a completely different kind of goal. 1970, Pele and Brazil. Quick football lesson. A through ball is when a player passes the ball into empty space instead of to a teammate's feet, basically throwing a pass to where a receiver is about to be, not where they currently are. Carlos Alberto receives one of these passes and smashes the ball into the net without even slowing down. No fancy footwork, no dribbling, just pure team chemistry, executed perfectly. Why does this matter? Because it proves something casual fans don't expect. The best goals aren't always about one superstar. Sometimes it's 5 players moving like they share one brain. Brazil passed the ball 9 times before that goal. 9. In a sport where most attacks die after 2 or 3 passes, that's basically a perfectly choreographed dance ending in a knockout punch. Now here's where things get weird. 2002 World Cup, Ronaldinho versus England. 40 yards from goal. That's almost half the field. He doesn't dribble past anyone. He just kicks it. High, curving, impossible angle, and it goes in. The goalkeeper didn't even dive. He just watched it happen, frozen, like he just got pranked on live television. To this day, people argue, did Ronaldinho mean to do that? Was it a mistake that became history? Nobody fully knows. And honestly, that mystery is part of why we're still talking about it. Last one. 1958, a 17-year-old kid named Pele, 17, that's younger than some high school seniors. He flicks the ball over a defender's head, runs around him, and smashes it home before it even hits the ground. A teenager, in a World Cup final, against grown men twice his experience. This single goal basically announced to the entire planet, this kid is going to be the greatest player who ever lived. And he was right. So here's what ties all 4 goals together. Each one broke football in a different way. One broke the rule book. One broke team coordination. One broke physics. One broke age expectations. That's the real secret behind legendary World Cup goals. They're not just goals. They're moments that rewrite what people think is possible. If this made football make sense for the first time, you're going to love what's coming next. Subscribe, because we're breaking down the wildest World Cup moments, one explainer at a time.